Good morning, students. Again, I am here in front of you to discuss another topic of this chapter, that is second chapter, is matter around a pure. In our last video, we have discussed the classification of impure substances like homogeneous mixture, heterogeneous mixture, then solution. Then in section of heterogeneous mixture, we have seen what? So colloidal, colloidal and suspension. Today we will discuss, or now we are going to start the characteristics of elements and compounds. One by one we will see. So let's start. First of all, element. Do you know what is it? Element is a pure substance which consists of mainly one type of substances, or it is made up of one type of substances. Okay. For example, if you take iron element, if you break down, and I have taken this much rod of iron, iron. If you will break into pieces, okay, and you will come at the stage that the further we are not able to divide the rod, that particle is also made up of iron. Okay. So the characteristics of this, first one, it is made up of only one type of substances, that is atom. Okay. Then it cannot be divided into simpler substances by any physical or chemical process. Now, total number of elements present in the periodic table, that is 118. How many elements are present? 118. Then second one is yes. In 118, 94 elements are what? Naturally occurring element, and the rest of all, that is 94, then 24 are man-made, which are made in the laboratory with the help of different chemical process. Then, as you know, the elements are of four types, that is metal, non-metal and noble, metalloid and noble gases. Now, how many elements which are metal? So 92 elements are what? Metals. How many metalloids? So the number of metalloids is 6. Then the number of non-metals is 22. This one. In 92 elements are metals. One more thing. Elements are exist in three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. Metals are generally exist in nature in solid form, but there is an exception, that is mercury is in liquid state. Metalloid 6, non-metals 22. Non-metals generally exist in all the states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. Now, in this non-metals, noble gases, number of noble gases are 7. Number of noble gases are 7. And do you know the names of this? That is helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, and one more new noble gas is discovered, that is OG, and OG represents organation. Then the metalloids, do you know? Silicon, arsenic, germanium, and arsenic, germanium. There are the metalloids, and more three I don't know. Okay, just see the periodic table, you will get it. Okay. Noble gases, these are in gaseous state, and the number of gases, that is hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine. Okay, so these are in the form of gaseous state. Okay, so this is the, you can see these are the information, important information about the elements. Now compound, what are the characteristics of compounds? So the characteristics of compounds, first of all, the definition is the first characteristics of the compound, that a compound is a pure substance which is made up of two or more substances combined chemically in a fixed ratio, and may be separated into its constituent particles with the help of chemical process. Maybe it is not necessary that we can separate the particles of compounds or the constituent of a compounds. So first characteristics of compound, that the substances are combined chemically. Substances are what? Combined chemically in a fixed ratio. It is a homogeneous in nature, means it has only one phase. Okay, 3 number, the properties of a compound is totally different from its what? Constituents that are made up of, that is used to make. For example, if you take hydrogen and water, they form water. Now hydrogen is a combustible gas, oxygen is a supporter of combustion, but water is neither the combustible and not the supporter of fire or oxidation. So the characteristics of water is totally different from the constituent particles which is used to make this one. Okay, and here water is not a supporter of combustion. It also what? Yes, not a supporter of combustion, and it is used to blow out the fire. Okay, and cut out the fire. Okay, and the next, yes, 4 number, they have fixed melting and boiling point 555. Yes. The physical and chemical just. So these are the characteristics of the compounds. Okay, and then you can see that the metals. What are the characteristics of metals? As you have studied in your earlier classes in class 7 or class 8, first, metals are very hard. They have good strength. They are the good conductors of heat and electricity. They have high melting and boiling point. They have high density. They are sonorous. Sonorous means they gives a unique sound. Ductility means it is a property of a metal by which we can draw a wire, means we can change the metal into wires. Then malleability. Malleability means the metal is changed into thin sheets by hammering. And lustrous. Now the luster, what is lustrous means shiny, means metals have a unique shine. So these are the characteristics of metals. Non-metals, the opposite of metals. It is not hard, it has not good strength. Okay, it is not good conductor of heat and electricity. They are not malleable, they are not ductile, they are not sonorous, and but they have low melting and boiling point. They have less density. So these are the characteristics of non-metals. Okay, and metallite. Metallites are the element which shows both the properties of metals and non-metals. So we have completed the element section, and then we will start from the impure section. That is, we will see the characteristics of mixture, then we will see homogeneous, heterogeneous, and then solution, colloidal, and suspension in our next video. So today I am closing this video and I am completing this video up to this. So see you in our next video.